Hi, this is the introduction to ecosystems. Ecosystems, some people say ecosystems, tomato, tomato. An ecosystem is made up of animals, plants, and bacteria, as well as the physical and chemical environment they live in. They're made up of what are called populations, communities, and the environment. There are two parts to it. The living things are called biotic components. Biotic means they're alive. That would be plants, animals. Abiotic components, rocks, water, weather, things like that. Let's look at a simple model of a simple ecosystem. All energy starts with the sun. For now, we'll deal with chemical-based systems later on. Right now, all energy starts with the sun. The sun combines with carbon dioxide in the air and some raw material from the soil, and plants grow. The next thing that happens is primary consumers, which are herbivores. Herbivore means plant eater. Herb, plant. Vivore means eater. These primary consumers eat the plants. These herbivores are then in turn eaten by secondary consumers, which are always carnivores, these lizards here. So, sunlight makes the plants, crickets eat the plants, lizard eats the crickets, and this could go on and on. Things will eat the lizards, and things will eat the things that eat the lizards. But to keep it simple, we're going to end this food chain at this lizard here. The lizard dies, the crickets die, the plants die. And the worms break them down, turn them back into raw material. Sunlight enters the atmosphere, the environment, combines with the raw material, carbon dioxide, makes plants, which feeds the next generation of herbivores, which feeds the next generation of carnivores, which get broken down by the decomposers, and a third generation of plants, and on and on. Now, what happens if something goes wrong here? Let's take the crickets out of the equation. Well, two things will happen. The plants will grow wild because nothing's eating them, and the carnivores are going to starve because they don't have any crickets to eat. Let's take the carnivores out. Great day for the crickets, right? Nothing's eating them, except they're going to reproduce and reproduce and reproduce, eating up all the plants until there's no plants left. Plants are dead. These guys are dead. Everybody dies. Let's take the plants out of the equation. Well, there's still a few crickets around, so these guys are good for a while, but then there's no plants for the crickets to eat. The crickets die out. No crickets. Carnivores die out. Nothing for these guys to break down. They die out. Everything's done. We have to keep all these, the producers, the consumers, the decomposers, everything has to be in balance. So, producers make food from inorganic matter. Plants is what we mean. Plants. Consumers eat producers. The consumers are, and the first primary consumers are the crickets. And then later on, consumers eat consumers. All animals are consumers. Decomposers break down dead matter. They break down consumers and producers. Inorganic matter is abiotic matter. So I'm going to put this link in the comments. It's a very cool site. You can take a look at it in a little more depth later on. And hold on, I'm going to give you some definitions. Okay, here's some definitions. Producers make their own food. Here's the example. Plants. Consumers. Consumers eat producers. Secondary consumers eat other consumers. These are animals. Plants don't eat other plants. Consumers eat, animals eat plants. Decomposers. Decomposers break down dead matter. Decomposers are worms and bacteria. Biotic means things that are alive. Plants, animals, bacteria. Living or recently living. So a dead grasshopper is still biotic material. And abiotic, non-living elements in an ecosystem. Things that were never alive. Rocks, water, sunlight. Right? That's it. More to come.